I'm Milton, and welcome back to Gainz the Clock. This is the Q&A series I run for you every Friday, where I'm getting on here and answering your questions. Sometimes I'm going to cover a bunch, sometimes I might just cover a couple, sometimes I may just do one, just like today. We're going to talk about one thing that actually covers a lot of questions, because I ask you guys every week, hey, what are your questions, what do you want to know? And a lot of them relate to this, so that's what we're going to talk about today on the show. Please make sure you do me a favor, subscribe to the channel, and then share this video out when you get something out of it. I promise you that you will. Alright, so what we're diving into today is the question of, I was kind of looking at all these questions, right? I do my little Instagram story, so if you guys don't follow me on Instagram, go over there at TeamFFLEX, and I put up a little questions every Friday saying, hey, what do you want to hear today on Gainz the Clock? And I was looking through all the submissions. I got a bunch of them. Thank you, those of you that put those in. I'll get to you all the specific questions next week. But I'm looking at all these submissions, and all of them are like, how long does it take to get here? How long does it take to do this? How long does it take to burn fat? How long does it take to build muscle? Well, what you're actually talking about, and what the topic of today's Gainz the Clock is going to be, is me answering one question in a very long and serious manner about how long does it take to get results. Because this question, honestly, now that I think about it, I've got this question so many times in my career, I can't even fathom how many times I've actually been asked this question from clients, from random people, from anybody, right? How long does it take to get results? Well, okay, if I start doing this, how long is it going to take for this? And here's the answer for him, and I'm going to tell you straight up, a lot of you probably aren't going to be too happy with it, because it's not going to be some fucking cut and dry shit that's going to actually tell you, oh, it's by this day. That's not how things work, okay? Here's the truth about how you get results. Results come down to far, far more than just having a program, okay? Obviously, if you want results, you should be following a program. Now, any of you out there that you expect results by doing random workouts and by doing random types of eating and random whatever, good luck. It's going to be like throwing a dart at a dartboard blindfolded with your back turned to the board. Okay, that's how accurate it's going to be for you to actually hit something. Because at the end of the day, it will be lucky. And sometimes you do get lucky. Sometimes you can get away with it for a little bit. But at the end of the day, you're probably not going to get good results. You're not going to be able to maintain them. You won't be able to sustain them. You sure as shit will not understand how you actually got them when you factor in all the little things to try to see actually how you got to that point. 1, 2, 3! What really matters, fam, is that you understand that, okay, you got to be following a program straight up. You have to follow a program, okay? You got to get on a good training and a good nutrition program. And these things, I always say, should be custom to you. You'll hear that ring through my mouth literally every episode of everything I do, because so many people out there still doing the generic, I'm going to Google search a muscle build program, I'm going to Google search a fat loss program. It's free, so I'm going to do it. I don't want to pay somebody. I don't want to, go whatever. Or maybe I'll just get my favorite influencer's $10 ebook. Well, guess what? At the end of the day, again, you're going to get out what you put in. And if you start off with programming that's not good, that's not custom, that's not going to get you where you want to be, well, you can expect that you could invest some time, you can try, maybe you do get lucky. Most of the time, it's not going to work. And even if it does, it's not going to work in the long term. So, but regardless of what you do, first thing you got to do is get on a custom program, in my opinion, okay? Now, here's how you figure out the timeline of your results. You get on a customized program. Now, you actually got to start doing this program to see how long it's going to take you. People don't actually understand that you can't just cut and dry say, hey, here's how long it's going to take to get results. Hey, if we start doing a contest prep in 12 weeks, you'll be right here. Hey, if we start doing this, we'll build muscle by this. That doesn't actually work, because guess what? It goes far beyond the program. While you do have to have the program, you need the program. The more customized program, the better it's going to be for results. Your results are not just dictated by any damn program, whether it be for training, nutrition, or anything else. I'll tell you where your results come from, fam, and this is why a lot of you are going to be hurting. It comes from the effort that you put in, and that's it, period, straight up. The effort that you put in. I'll tell you all. I can build many programs for tons of people that are great. They cover every base. They cover the exact training you need, the exact nutrition you need, the exact everything that you would need to get results. And I'll tell you what, I see a high variance in the results people get, and that's because of their effort that they can put in. Now, some people will show up to the gym and they'll text between sets, they'll talk to their friends, they'll take extra long rest periods, they'll get distracted if your gym has a TV, you're watching it between sets, and guess what? I'm going to tell you straight up, you're not getting as good as results as someone who's coming in with a fucking tunnel vision to attack that workout, PR every set, every rep, focus on bettering their form, do better, stay focused, not talk, not text, no Instagram, right? None of that, and that's going to produce a far better result right there. They could be following the same program. We could take two athletes and put them on the exact same training, the exact same nutrition program. If somebody has a better intensity, they will get better results, okay? And so a lot of times when you're wondering, hey, how do I get results? How long is it going to take? How can I tell you that if you're the one out there fucking around on Instagram between sets at the gym, taking selfies every other, set, whatever. You're not going to get as good of results as if you were very focused on your training and you were putting a lot of effort in. Not to mention, this carries far beyond just your training, ladies and gents. This goes well into your nutrition as well. A lot of you don't understand the effort you put into actually hitting your macros and also varying up your nutrient profiles, eating things that are good for you, sticking to the 80-20 that I say for always your nutrition should be 80% wholesome, healthy foods and then 20% whatever, But the point is, how well can you stick to that ratio? How well do you do this? And then every day at the end of the day, do you sit down and look at your MyFitnessPal or whatever you use to track and say, how am I going to get this better tomorrow? How am I going to go even further? I might have been on point today, but what could I do to improve? And some people will do that. Those people go very far. Most people will not. Most people will just kind of ballpark, and they don't care too much. Some people go way over the macros every day and say they'll do better tomorrow. Some people undereat. Some people don't hit the ratios. And guess what again? All that influences how fast you're going to get results, because the more wishy-washy you are with your nutrition, the less consistent you are, the less consistent your results will be. And it's like, it's kind of almost kindergarten kind of mentality to me that I have to come and say these things to you people. That you have to, I literally have to make a video about this, about how often I get asked this question from just randos or even my clients saying, hey, how long is it going to take to notice results? How long? It's going to take as long as it fucking takes for you to get your shit together. That's the true story at the end of the day, fam. You gotta focus on doing your intensity to the maximal amount. How hard can you bring it in the gym? How hard can you bring it with your nutrition? How hard, get this, can you bring it with your recovery? Because that's also the next variable, right? If you are not recovering, let's say I built you a perfect training program, perfect nutrition program, you're hitting those two things good, you got those dialed, awesome for you, you spent time, you're not texting in the gym, you're not playing around, you're hitting your macros and you're figuring out how to do it better, and guess what? You're doing those great and that's awesome. But if you're not sleeping the right amount, if you're not actually recovering, if you're not taking care of your mindset and your mentality, guess what? It's going to dictate your results. Are you super stressed out about things in your life at work or just in life in general and you're not taking measures to reduce your stress? Guess what? That's going to change your results. And if you fucking are not getting enough sleep, 8 hours of sleep, and you're not making sure that it's a priority, guess what? It's changing your results. Your recovery and the ability for you to actually take time to recover, not do too much stuff, not try to make yourself go to the gym 4 times a day, not do all these other things that people do all the time because they think it's going to get them faster results. you're going to change your ability to get results. And this is a vicious circle because a lot of times it absolutely does every time take these three things to get results. You got to have the right training, the right nutrition, and the right recovery. And there's no way around those things. That is how you get results. That's how you build muscle. That's how you burn fat. That's how you do a best contest prep with your best physique. That's how you do whatever it is you're trying to do, your best transformation. All that comes from those three things. A lot of times what happens is people don't focus on all three. They'll get one or they'll get two. They don't always get three. It's very rare that I find someone that has these three things dialed, okay? They got their training right, they got the nutrition right, and they got the recovery right. And I'll tell you this is most people I coach too, because at the end of the day, it is hard to get all these things in balance. It is hard to get all these things down. And so what your goal should always be is to always be working on each area, okay? Always be working on improving your training. Always be working on improving your nutrition. Always working on improving your recovery, okay? And when I say that everybody has this to work on, even my clients, it's because it can always get better, right? You can always go further. Even if you are doing good in all three areas, do better, do further, get further. You want faster results? Do it better. And that's what it takes, fam. And all of you out there that are asking me these questions today on Instagram saying, hey, how long does it take for me to lose 10 pounds? How long do I need to know to do a prep? If I start doing this type of program, how long is it going to take to see results? End of the day, nobody can tell you. If anybody tells you that they're going to be able to predict the amount of results you would get in X amount of weeks or time, that's pretty bullshit because it comes down absolutely to what you put in. Again, the programming, all that, very, very, very important. But the most important factor is what you put into it. How well do you actually stick to the programming? How much do you get off track with the programming? And how much can you continue to do this stuff? Because consistency is king. Consistency is queen. Consistency will get you where you want to be every single time. And the problem with all you out there is that you're focused on the wrong thing. You shouldn't be focused on how many days, how many weeks, how long it's going to take. You should be focused on how consistent can you be today, how consistent can you be tomorrow, how consistent can you be the next day, and you'll be living in a whole different life with a whole different results, and you'll be able to keep them long-term and sustainable, and you won't be asking these stupid fucking questions anymore. So, just being honest with you, fam, that's the truth. That's what it takes. You want to know the timeline for getting results? You create it in your damn self and the effort you put in. Thanks for watching Gainz the Clock. Please share, please subscribe. I'll be back next week. We got 5 awesome shows we run. Thanks for watching. Coach Rye is out.